and Show and Tell.
Well, we're underway.
Show and Tell is dangerous against Painted Grindstone.
Yeah, it certainly
depending on what Suarez already has in hand. So
exactly.
we're going to get underway here. Shawn's on the play.
Yeah, he's going to lead with a Flooded Strand into an Underground Sea.
It looks to me like Mr. Suarez has 2 Painter Servants and 4 lands as his keep. So he's going to have a turn 1 Painter Servant, regardless of what Shawn decides to do. Shawn has a Reanimate, a Thoughtseize, and
we're going to see that Thoughtseize, and we're going to see what's in Jonathan's hand, and I think, you know...
No more secrets between
we
us.
already know. Double Painter Servant, Mountain,
and
City of Traders,
Yep.
Ancient Tomb.
There is the Pithing Needle in Shawn's hand, by the way, so he does have... he probably grinded him out in Game 3. He also has, it looks like, a Brainstorm. Ancient Tomb...
Into a Painter Servant.
And Magus of the Moon was on the top, which
yes.
is a really good one for Suarez. That one being on top of his deck and miracling instead of being in the hand for Thoughtseize is going to be a huge boon for him, especially because of Shawn's hand that has no fetch lands to go get basics.
Yeah, and also
currently.
Jonathan has that mountain, so he can play.
We do have a basic land and a fetch land now. All 3 of the cards off that Brainstorm were lands.
Yeah, it looks like Island, Scalding Tarn, Underground Sea off of the Brainstorm.
Also a Misdirection in Shawn's hand.
Yeah, not a ton of action. I mean, I do see Reanimate in there.
No way to get anything into the bin, though, currently. He's got, in his deck, he does have Entomb and Careful Study as his enablers. But other than that, that's about it.
I think he's also got Exhume there, so a couple of cards to get things out of the graveyard. Like you said, nothing to get them into the graveyard, so he's not ready to reanimate anything just yet. Puts a couple of cards back.
Shawn decides to put back the Island, and Shawn's going to play the other dual land. So it looks like he might get punished here for playing that extra dual, because Jonathan drew the Magus of the Moon.
Right.
And instead of playing either the fetch land or the basic, Shawn decided to go with the Underground Sea, thinking that he could just play the fetch land the next turn after drawing his card for the turn to shuffle away the remaining card. But Pithing Needle instead is going to be the play, and that's going to name Grindstone.
So off the top was a Red Elemental Blast, and Mountain comes into play. Painter Servant attacks.
Painter Servant beats. We got
you don't see that
Warden
often.
beats, and there is Magus of the Moon, and that is going to really hamper Shawn's development. There's Magus of the Moon, Future Sight rare.
Non-basic lands or mountains.
Yeah,
it looks a lot like a Blood Moon. This
is going to be tough for Shawn, although he does still have the Island on top that he put second from the top. So he is going to have access to blue mana, but no black, and his hand is full of black cards and a Misdirection, so he can't actually cast anything in his hand. He's got Gristlebrand, Reanimate, Exhume, Misdirection. Meanwhile, Jonathan's going to start attacking for 3. That looks like another... It looked like another Entomb. That one looked like a premium Dex Graveborn. Meanwhile, Jonathan's just going to keep attacking for 3. He's got a Red Elemental Blast in his hand as backup. Shawn is just going to draw more black cards. He's going to need one of his 2 Swamps.
And as anybody who plays...
Or 4 Lotus Petals.
Anybody who plays Rug Delver knows 3 damage a turn's pretty good if you got that clock. And yeah, there you go. Shawn Tappen falls to Magus of the Moon.
Yeah, little look of relief on Jonathan Suarez's face after he mulliganed to 5 on the draw. But if you remember from this morning, Charles Johnson mulliganed to 5 on the draw in Game 1.
Yeah,
won that game.